Right, let's speed this all up. The final stage on putting shine on all of this is this stuff, rub and buff. This is a wax with a tint in it. It was developed for things like antique picture frames and stuff like that. I'm using two shades. I've got European Gold and Gold Leaf. So European Gold is a little darker and the Gold Leaf is my final highlight. Now you can just put it on with a brush or with a cloth, and I like to stipple it on a little bit, and it can go on quite thick because being a wax, the trick to it is not the rub, it's the buff, it's the polishing afterwards. So you can polish this with a soft cloth afterwards to get your final shiny finish. One word of caution, it's wax. If you've got anything that you want to stick on after this stage, you know, metal greeblies or something like that, you're stuffed because it won't stick to the wax. So don't put this on anywhere where you're going to want to put a glue or anything like that on over the top, because it's going to make life miserable for you. So can you see how shiny this is getting already? And that's without any major polishing. This is like your final highlight to get that light reflecting kick that you want. One stage I didn't mention earlier, after I'd done the gold coat, I wanted a tiny bit more lift on these pipes here. I wanted them to get bright silver for contrast, so I used a chrome paint there. I think it was a Rust-Oleum brand I used. And the trick with that stuff and those sort of really high shine bright finish paints is it has to be 2 or 3 coats and quite thick, because the surface is self-leveling and you get that really shiny finish. So there's your final highlight going in. So I use that just on the pipes to make them pop a little bit, just the same way as this gold rub and buff is creating some final pop everywhere else. There we go. Time for some final finishing touches of greeblies. In this case I'll be using metal greeblies that, being metal, I didn't want to paint, and a bit of sealant, some lacquer, get rid of the masking, and we're done. Here we have the finished piece. I've added a few little metal details on there, some sockets for pipes, baskets for the eyes. I gave it a coat of sealant. In this case I used Valor from Polyprops. An alternative, and one I love using, is Wilkinson's lacquer, which is a high gloss finish if I wanted that. And it's ready to rock. It was a simple project. This was just using a toy and steampunking it. You can all do that, dead easy, just play around. This is going to go on, and we're building the rest of the suit, we're putting it in a sarcophagus, and it'll be a display piece. But we wanted to use it as an example of how a simple child's play thing can become the basis of an art piece. So good luck with your projects, happy making, and we'll see you at the next Steampunk event.